Life processes in living organisms. We continue with this lesson, and in this unit we will be doing the very crucial process called excretion. You are going to study excretion in human beings, excretion in plants, a process called dialysis, and this makes up the entire topic of excretion. What is excretion? When waste and harmful substances are removed from the body, that process is called excretion. There are harmful substances like urea, uric acid, ammonia produced in living organisms. Now, if they remain in the body for a long time, they can lead to serious problems and maybe even death. So they need to be thrown out or excreted from the body. In unicellular animals, waste is directly eliminated because they are only made of one cell. So the food comes in and is just eliminated when the waste is created. This is it, like the food particles coming in, whatever use there is of food, and then waste matter being thrown out in unicellular animals. Whereas in multicellular organisms, the process is little more complex. They have full systems for digestion, circulation, and finally for excretion. Excretion in plants. Now here you can see the leaves falling off from trees. Certain waste substances stored in the leaves are shed off during a particular season. Then we have flowers and fruits falling off. Okay, there are waste matter substances that are stored in them which need to be thrown off the plant or the tree. So flowers and fruits fall off. And here we find gum and resin coming out from the barks of trees because these are waste products. They don't have a special organ of excretion and therefore it comes out from the bark of the tree. Now, excretion is simple in plants compared to that in animals. Gaseous substances are given out by diffusion. Most waste products are stored in vacuoles of leaf cells, flowers, fruits, and the bark of the stem. After some time, these fall off. Some waste is stored in old xylem tissues in the form of resin and gum. Some waste is thrown out through the roots into the soil. And you can see in this picture here how the bark of the tree containing a lot of waste substances slowly falls off. And you'll find the entire bark falling off and a new bark being, exposed. In some plants like arum, waste materials are present. They are as oxalate, calcium oxalate crystals. They are called raphides. They are needle shaped and they cause itching to the skin when they are touched. These are the calcium oxalate crystals the other side. Then some plants wastes are useful to humans like gum, resin, latex of rubber. Okay, you see how this little container is put there to collect these waste products. All waste products which are plant waste products useful to human beings. Now we come to excretion in human beings. This is the diagram of the excretory system. In human beings, many wastes like urea, ammonia are produced in the body and their removal is very important or else there will be some problems or even death. Therefore, this removal is done by the excretory system. The human excretory system, a pair of kidneys here, one on each side, a pair of ureters these two ureters, a urinary bladder and a urethra. The bean-shaped kidney is situated on each side of the vertebral column on the posterior side. Posterior means the back of the abdomen. Urine is formed by kidneys by separating the unwanted excesses from blood. Now you know blood is the transportation organ of the body. It transports pure blood, impure blood, waste, food matter. Everything is taken from one part to the other by the blood. So when blood comes to the kidneys, all the waste matter that is in blood is taken out by the kidneys and thrown out of the body. The functional unit of the kidney which performs the filtration is the nephron. So the kidney is made of many nephrons. This is the diagram of the nephron here. Each nephron has a cup-like thin walled upper part called the Bowman's capsule. This cup-like structure here. This is called the Bowman's capsule. A network of capillaries. What are capillaries? The thin branches of arteries and veins are called capillaries. You know that arteries carry oxygenated blood and veins carry deoxygenated blood. Now, these branches of the veins and arteries called capillaries form a thick group and they are in the Bowman's capsule and they are called, you can see here the Bowman's capsule, one blood vessel coming in, one blood vessel going out, but when they come in they separate into branches and those are called capillaries, and a group in the Bowman's capsule is called the glomerulus. Urea produced by the liver, that is the waste product urea, produced by the organ called liver, then it comes into the blood. When urea containing blood gets into this glomerulus, it is filtered through the capillaries and urea and other substances are filtered out from it. All the waste products are filtered out. Water molecules and some small molecules and other substances, they cross this semi-permeable membrane. The Bowman's capsule has a semi-permeable. It only allows certain substances to go through it. The solution accumulated in the cavity of the Bowman's capsule passes into the tubular part of the nephron. The tubular part of this is the tube of the nephron. Okay. Here molecules of water and some useful substances are reabsorbed back into the blood. Okay. Urine is formed from the remaining solution which is full of waste materials. Now that urine is carried by those two ureters we had attached to the kidneys and stored in the urinary bladder. Okay. After some time, that urine which is stored in the urinary bladder is given out of the body through the urethra, and this is how excretion takes place. Now the urinary bladder is muscular, made up of muscles, and is under the control of nerves of our body. Hence, we are able to keep a control on urination. Every time drops fall into the urinary bladder, we don't feel like the urge to urinate, but because we can control it. Okay. Though the kidneys are the main organs of excretion in human beings, we have two other organs, the skin and the lungs, which help in the process of excretion. The right kidney is slightly lower than the left. So if you put your hands on the lower back, you see where your right hand touches, you will find that that kidney is slightly lower than the left kidney. Each kidney has about 10 lakh nephrons, the structural and functional unit which does all the work of the Approximately 5 liters of blood in a healthy person's body is filtered by the kidney 400 times a day. So 5 liters of blood means 5 bottles, water bottles, filtered by the kidney 400 times a day. So you know how much your kidney is working. Thus, the kidneys filter about 190 liters of blood, and from there about 2 bottles, that is 1 to 1.9 liters of urine is formed. The remaining liquid is reabsorbed by the blood and the now sometimes our kidneys could not work well, may not work well. Maybe because we have got an injury due to accident, some infection, or there is decreased blood supply. So the kidneys are not functioning now. In such cases, there is too much of toxic or poisonous substances collecting in the body, which is dangerous to us and can lead to death. If the kidneys fail, the nitrogenous waste are separated from the body by a man-made machine. The process of separating this nitrogenous waste from blood with the help of the machine is called dialysis. Now, about 500 ml of blood is sent through this machine at one time, and then this purified blood is reinfused into the body of the patient. So a patient needs to go for dialysis all the time if his kidneys are not working. So they put an IV kind of thing into the hand here. Okay, then you see blood being taken out of the body. This is now impure blood full of waste going through this dialysis machine. Okay, and here you will find, see, the same blood here going through the dialyzer, yeah, where it is purified 500 ml at a time only. Then comes here, can you see this blood? Okay, being reinfused into the body of the patient, but only 500 ml at a time. This process is called. So we know that the excretory organs of human beings are the kidneys. Okay, but apart from that, we have accessory organs called the liver, the skin, and the lung. The liver takes out and releases all the waste products into blood. Then the skin, we sweat, and from that sweat some waste products are thrown out, and the lungs throw out the carbon dioxide from the body. Therefore, these are the accessory excretory organs which help the kidneys.